Hey guys, so I have another video for you guys today. This is going to be a little bit different than the other ones. I'm not sure there's going to be a part 2 to this because I barely got my hands on this video. This is going to be my second time watching it. This is kind of, this doesn't really have a really happy ending. But this is more of a realistic life. I wanted to talk about it because I think this has situational stuff that you can probably apply to your own life, in the form of protecting your family, protecting yourself, and maybe in this case, I don't know, not sure what this person individually could have done differently to change the outcome. I'll play the video and then I'll get into it so you understand what I'm saying. It kind of makes me sad and it boils my blood at the same time. So let's just watch the video so you understand where I'm coming from.
They didn't just ruin our lives. Their lives are going to be changed forever. Their parents' lives are going to be changed forever. And nobody thinks about that, just from a fight.
43-year-old Christopher Wright was killed protecting his kids from a fight that started at Brooklyn Park Middle School Friday and was brought to his doorstep in Anne Arundel County.
So then Chris came out and to tell them, like, he's not coming out here to fight. And they had threatened at one point to come in and get him. And then they had said that if he's not gonna fight, then you're gonna fight us.
Tracy Karabchinsky, Wright's fiance, says 3 teens and 2 adults showed up at her house looking to fight her 14-year-old son. But what happened next was criminal.
The damage was done before.
So, three teens and 2 adults. I'm not sure what age the adults are because it could be 18 plus. It could have been the parents. It could not be the parents. The kid that they're trying to attack was, sorry, I'm so mad. It's a 12-year-old or 14-year-old. They just said it, but just so upsetting. What could the guy have done differently if they were at his front doorstep? He could have closed and locked the door, try to call 911, tell the boy to lock himself in the room. If he had a gun, all he had to do was probably make a run for it. In this case scenario, I want to say people should learn how to fight and combat, but it's literally 5 people total versus this guy, one guy. I can understand the situation was like 2v1 or 1v1. I think most people should learn to fight. Spend at least a year to 2 years as a guy, as a man. You should probably sign up to a local MMA gym, a mixed martial arts gym, and you should spend at least 1 to 2 years just, getting your hands dirty, getting how it feels, just so you understand how to fight and how to react in a really pressured situation, because that's what a fighting gym will do to you. It's not just about learning proper techniques how to fight. It's how to have the best movement under pressure, not how to burn out your energy. I've been doing MMA for about a year to a year and a half. I recommend people at least try it. You guys don't have to be devoted fighters, nothing like that, but you should at least have the experience so you know how your body actually reacts when it's in danger and under tons of pressure. Especially in jiu-jitsu, you can't get a guy, it's like you can't get away from the person for 3 to like 6 minutes, depending on the round, and you like learn a lot about yourself and how you would act under intense amount of pressure. So I recommend people just try it, just so they understand how it feels to be in an actual live fight, or close to enough to a fight. But yeah, let's keep the video going.
The ambulance ever took him away. He had a seizure. It was done. There was nothing that the hospital could do.
I'll never forget the sounds. I'll never forget the noises my nephews made when we had to tell them he was gone.
Wright was taken to shock trauma Friday and pronounced dead Saturday from a traumatic brain injury. The incident was caught on the victim and a neighbor's security camera.
I was at shock trauma initially, and my dad and I tried to go onto the camera to look. And the first video that comes up is my 12-year-old son screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and running out of the house to go into the street and help his dad. And I couldn't watch anymore after that. I just couldn't.
School officials confirmed the fight between the teens and say they worked to address the issue. Now they're working with police on the investigation.
Anybody who assisted or abetted or was an accomplice of the main suspect or the primary suspect in this incident would be culpable.
Karobczynski says Chris was a devoted father who loved the stars and gardening. Her best friend taken over senseless violence.
It's everywhere. It is everywhere. And somewhere we as
Okay, there's some things that need to be addressed in this video. If they were connected to the kid, they had to go to the same school, of course. So they should be able to track this in no time. Like I said, I'll try to get a follow-up video. I'm going to be so mad if I find that those two adults were actually the parents. That is horrible parenting. I want to know what it is that if it was the parents, that they couldn't have a proper discussion. But I'm going to assume that this is not their parents, and this is probably like brothers or who knows, friends. I'm just trying to try to rationalize it the best I can, but sometimes you can't rationalize the decisions that people make or who they are and how they group up with each other. I want to know what letdown that these kids were after this 12-year-old, what the 12-year-old kid did to them to initiate this whole issue. I feel bad for the 12-year-old kid that lost his dad. I really do, but I want to know more. Like, who instigated this? Was it him? Was it them? There's so much more information. The thing that bothers me the most is that father lost his life due to actions of multiple people that he had no control of over. And I have no idea how they dragged him out. I want to see that footage. I want to know if there's a way he could have prevented that for analysis, to show other people, to like tell them like, hey, if you're in this situation, don't do this instead. But no matter how you look at it, no matter who's in the right, who's in the wrong, who started this, the fact that it took 5 people to jump one person is just disgusting in itself. This wasn't even a 1v1. They completely dragged him out. And he was worried for his son. He didn't have enough information to decide what was going on or who was at fault, what could have resolved the issue. Most likely, he didn't want them coming in and hurting his son, so he most likely probably stepped out. It makes me so mad that they would take someone's life. And they're young kids, so I'm assuming there's nothing really worth of value that needed to be fight over to take someone's life. What do you have a value that's worth taking when you're like 12 to 14 years old? So that's what I have to say about this video. Let me finish it up to see if there's any missing content that I'm missing from this.
failing these children, like as parents, we're failing. It's not the school's responsibility. It's our responsibility.
Wright's family is planning a candlelight vigil to honor his memory. In Anne Arundel.
That's the end of the video. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Yeah, I don't know what this. I'll try to find more information on this one. It boiled my blood a lot. I'm still kind of mad about it. Just, dude, this guy didn't need. It just happened so quick. He probably didn't see what other options he could have done to prevent this whole situation. And this goes for you guys. And I have a kid too, and one day he's gonna be older and he's gonna have friends, or he's gonna probably bring some bad people around, and I'm gonna have to watch out for him. I'm gonna watch out for myself. I'm gonna watch whoever I have living with me at the time. But this is one of those things, like, why? Is it worth it? Is it worth to take a life? Was it about money? Pride? A promise? Insulting, bullying? I don't know. But no matter what the reason was, that guy did not deserve to die for it. If you guys can find more information, let me know. What do you guys think on this whole situation in the video? Is there something that I'm not seeing that you guys can see? Let me know in the comments below, man.